Hi, it's Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is What's a Gonzo for 1986. So let's get started. Hey Gonzo, said Baby Fozzie. Do you want to hear a great joke about a chicken? Sorry, not right now, Baby Gonzo replied. I'm busy working on my most mysterious case. Detective Gonzo called this puzzling case the incredible mystery of me. Gonzo wanted to figure out exactly what he was. Maybe you are a rare jungle bird, suggested Baby Piggy. Or a monkey with a banana nose, said Baby Ralph. I think you might be a blue chicken, said Fozzie, who was particularly fond of chicken jokes. Gonzo shook his head. He knew he wasn't a jungle bird, or a monkey, or a chicken. The incredible mystery of me remained a mystery. While the other babies settled down to nap, Detective Gonzo searched the nursery for clues. If there was a creature that looked like me, maybe it could help find the answer, he said. It's too bad nobody looked like me. Don't be so sure, handsome, said a very familiar voice. Gonzo spun around and came nose to nose with his image. In the mirror, he thought, I better investigate. Gonzo stood on one foot, so did the Gonzo in the mirror. He took off his hat and threw it over his shoulder. So did his mirror image. He tickled his nose. So did the mirror Gonzo. All that tickling made Gonzo's nose itch. Ah, chew, he sneezed. Gonzoom's said his image. Then he held out a hand. Why don't you step over to this side of the mirror? Very, very strange, said Gonzo, but I'll try anything once. Gonzo stepped through the mirror and found himself standing next to the other little blue creature. My name is Zonzo, said the creature. At last, Gonzo shouted, someone who looks like me. This is great. Maybe you can tell me what am I? Sorry, I can't, Zonzo said. In fact, I never heard anyone ask a question like that before. But I can take you to see the smartest person I know. With that, Zonzo grabbed his beanie and pogo stick and took Gonzo to meet his mother. Momzo was at home, ironing tuna fish sandwiches. That's a pretty interesting way to make lunch, said Gonzo. That's nothing, replied Zonzo. You should see how the laundry looks when it pops out of the toaster. Zonzo introduced Gonzo to his mother. He asked her if she could tell Gonzo exactly what he was. No, I can't, she replied. But that's an interesting question. Let's go ask your Aunt Tanzo. Monzo put away her iron and took them to see Tanzo. Aunt Tanzo was an astronaut. When Gonzo, Zonzo, and Momzo arrived, she would Patrick and eat in space. After dessert, she joined them and listened to Gonzo's question. I have traveled zillion of miles through the galaxy, said Tanzo, and there's one thing I know for certain: you're definitely not a bubbling blue-eyed beast from the planet Bongo. Well, that's a relief, said Gonzo. Let's go and see Dr. Donzo, suggested Tanzo. He's a pretty smart fellow. I bet he can help. Dr. Donzo was an eye doctor. When he heard why Gonzo had come, he asked him to read the chart on the wall. Yes, yes, a very interesting case, said the doctor. I can't answer your question, Gonzo, but I can tell you that your eyesight is excellent. Thanks, Doc, said Gonzo. The doctor suggested that they pay a visit to the Emperor Bronzo. Perhaps he knows the answers, said Dr. Donzo. Gonzo and his new friends found Enero Bonzo selling the Emperor listened at Gonzo explained why he had come. You're too smart to be a blue whale and too blue to be a white fish, said Bonzo, who was an expert on sea creatures. And I can't swim a stroke, added Gonzo. Then you must be some kind of land blubber, replied the Emperor. Come with me, and we'll see what we can discover. Emperor Bronzo led Gonzo, Zonzo, Monzo, and Aunt Tonzo and Dr. Donzo on a search all over town. At the circus, they spoke to the flying Flonzos, the clown Clownzo, and Alpha Zone, the Pacifica lion tamer. They didn't know what Gonzo was, but they joined the search just for fun. They decided to take Gonzo to see the very wise professor. Professor Ronzo was teaching her advanced bubble blowing class. She stopped and listened to Gonzo's question. I know who can help you, said Professor. We'll ask the widest and weirdest one of all, the great Gonbonzo. The professor telephoned the great Gonbonzo and explained the problem. The great one agreed to see them all in his laboratory. When they arrived at the lab, the great Gargranbo was waiting for them. He stood next to the large machine. Gonzo, this is my ornithometer, he said. This magnificent machine ties shoelaces, shuffle cards, makes strawberry milkshake, and answer questions. Describe yourself to the ornithometer. It will tell you what you are. Gonzo thought for a moment. I'm blue with some feather on the top of my head, he said, and I'm very handsome. The ornithometer sat silently. I think it needs more information, said the great Gabanzo. Gonzo thought a little longer. This isn't so easy. You can brush your teeth and sing the Itsy Bitsy Spider at the same time, pointed out Zonzo. You like tuna fish sandwiches with ketchup, said Monzo. You blow a bubble shaped like a pepperoni pizza, added Professor Ronzo. One by one, Gonzo's friends spoke. The ornithometer began to make a woolen noise. After a while, the woolen changed to a rattle and then to a clunk, clunk, clunk. At last, a tiny slip of paper popped out of the ornithometer. It said, "You are a gonzo." Everyone was silent. That's it, asked Gonzo. Warlin rattle, clunk, clunk, clunk. A second piece of paper popped out of the ornithometer. A meter. It said, "Isn't that enough?" The machine had a point, said the great Garbanzo. You may not know exactly what you are, but you certainly know who you are. Gonzo thought about all the wonderful things his friends had told the ornithometer. about him. He smiled. I'm Gonzo, he declared happily, and that is enough for me. Waters rattle, ka-clunk, ka-clunk. Out of the Orometer popped still another piece of paper. It said, I'm glad that I settled. Now, who wants a strawberry milkshake? The Orometer whipped up milkshakes for the whole crowd. As Gonzo slipped his shake, he began to think about his friends back in the nursery. I better be getting home, he said. In the nursery, nap time was over. Baby Kermit shook Gonzo. Wake up, it's almost dinner time. Gonzo opened one eye and yawned. Dinner? No thanks. After that giant milkshake, I couldn't eat a thing. So that was What's a Gonzo from 1986. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.